Hey guys, what's up? lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss the 2009 Disney animated feature film, The Princess and the Frog. Loosely based off of the 2002 book, The Frog Princess, which is loosely based off of the Grimm's Brothers fairy tale, The Frog Prince. So the concept is, there's this frog who's actually a prince, but he's been cursed, so a princess needs to kiss him in order for him to turn human again. Basic principle, right? So this film takes place in 1910s Louisiana, specifically New Orleans. You have Tiana, whose mom is a seamstress for the LeBeau family. Her friend Lottie is the little girl that her mom makes all these dresses for. So Lottie and Tiana actually grew up together. They're the best of friends. You know, they talk about everything. Tiana works at 2 different restaurants. She's saving up to open a restaurant that her dad wanted to open up before he passed away. It's a Disney film, so of course there's a parent who's going to pass away. In the process of all of this, Lottie's father is a bigwig, you know, within New Orleans, and he is hosting Prince Naveen from Maldonia. Now, Maldonia is a combo of Macedonia and the Maldives, which is the islands southwest of India. And then Macedonia is the country right above Greece. Alexander the Great is actually from Macedonia. So you combine the two together, Maldives and Macedonia, and you have Maldonia, right? And then Maldonia has its own language, etc. So Prince Naveen, who is gorgeous, by the way, as an animated character, he says 2 very specific things. He says, Ashidanza and Abinaza. Now, how I remember these things is Ashidanza is like, holy cow, oh my god, holy shit, right? And then Ashidanza is goodbye, Ashidanza. And then when something happens, Ashidanza, Abinaza, Ashidanza, Abinaza, Ashidanza. And it's fun because I actually have been saying that. So this film came out in 2009. I actually didn't see it in the theaters, but I've seen it, a couple times since. I love this film because it doesn't get as much credit as it deserves. Tiana is an amazing character who marries rich, which is the funny part. And she becomes a princess because she's marrying a prince in Louisiana, which, again, is kind of entertaining. Naveen is great. He's a great character. I like the change that they both go through. So they both turn into frogs, and they both have to find this voodoo priestess to, help them turn human again. But it's a matter of digging a little deeper to see what you really need. And then you have Dr. Facilier, who is known as the Shadow Man, who has friends on the other side. I'm kind of quoting all these different songs, and he's great. He's this great voodoo master, and messes with the dead, and is the Shadow Man, and he's just suave, super suave, Beignets were a big part of the food aspect. And then Disney actually just announced at D23 that Tiana is getting her own restaurant, either in Epcot or Magic Kingdom, I can't remember. But it makes sense because that's the premise of the movie. She wanted her own restaurant. At the end of the movie, she got to open her own restaurant with the help of Naveen's parents, the king and queen of Maldonia. Ashidanza. I love saying it. You know how I say mucho mahalo all the time? Mucho is much, right? Many in Espanol. And then mahalo is thanks, thank you, in Hawaiian. So I've been saying 2 different things together because it sounds nice. Mucho mahalo. Mucho mahalo. It flows, So ashidanza, abinasa. It's derivative of Italian words, right? That's where the language derives. When the linguistic aspect of this particular dialect is derived from Italian words. So ashidanza, abinasa. That's how an Italian would actually say it, but Naveen says it a little differently. Abinaza, ashidanza. Language is cool. So I love this movie. I love Tiana. She's great. I like that she was in Wreck-It Ralph 2. Ralph Breaks the Internet. That was another great aspect. Yeah. Princess and the Frog, man. Of all the live actions that they've been doing, I don't know why this hasn't been announced yet. I mean, it's bound to happen, but This is like really great. Randy Newman did the score of this film, which is cool because they wanted to do another hand-drawn Disney film going back to the 80s, 90s, Renaissance Disney films. Starting with 89's Little Mermaid. And then Randy Newman is known for the Toy Story films, Bug's Life, majority of the Pixar stuff, who's won an Academy Award for Toy Story 3, I believe. So it's just nice seeing all these Disney alums from different production companies come together to make this really well-crafted film. Like, I'm a big fan of this film, and not many people talk about this film. So, ashitanza. Abinasa. Mucho mahalo, guys.